Hello, and welcome to the Reach or Miss Show, the podcast for the customer-focused entrepreneur, where Hayut Yogev speaks with entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs about reaching or missing the critical point of approaching the right customer with the right message at the right time and place. The point where business success starts. And here is your host, Hayut Yogev.
Hi, my name is Hayut Yogev, and my story is about customer focus. Marketing has been a major part of my life for the last 31 years. I was dragged into this world by mistake, while my original plan was to study engineering. But I got an offer to be a part of a small marketing team to launch a new and unfamiliar product. Today, we would have probably called it a startup. Back then, no one knew what a startup was. I fell in love with the magic of marketing. Marketing is all about maximizing the company's value, which is built on two foundations: the financial results on one hand and the brand perception on the other. I always remind people at my lectures that Mark Zuckerberg issued Facebook in a value of $100 billion at the time when the net income was only $1 billion. 9 years ago, I realized the enormous percent of startup business failures. Until that point, for 21 years, I've been lucky to serve in senior positions of marketing and take part in winning multinational markets for global brands like Energizer, 3M, Fuji, Lipton, Nokia until 2007, and more. After leaving Nokia, I looked for a new challenge. I got an offer from a venture capital firm, went to study this field, and discovered two things. 1, I don't want to be a part of the venture capital world. And 2, entrepreneurs and startup founders don't use the magic of marketing. And marketing is a magic. However, it has strictly clear rules. Once you follow them, the magic happens. So for the last 9 years, I've been working with my team with hundreds of startups and entrepreneurs on searching for their biggest opportunity in the market and finding the customer focus that will lead them to achieve their goals and maximize their company's value in the fastest available way. The definition of the main goal of business is about maximize the value of the company for its shareholders. However, when we try to define marketing, we can find numerous different definitions. Everyone sees it differently. My definition for marketing is all about seeing things from your potential customer's point of view. For the prosaic and silly reason that the money we want is in the customer's pockets. The question is, what will the customer do with the $1 and 1 minute we want them to give us or to give for our product? Once we will understand their point of view, we will have the answer. The Reach or Miss Show is the first podcast that focuses on the difference in the way you're approaching your customers that lead entrepreneurs to a giant failure or a grand success. In this podcast, we will host and talk with entrepreneurs, for entrepreneurs, about reaching or missing the right customer with the right message at the right time and place. Each week, I'll talk with successful entrepreneurs and opinion leaders about their experience with customers and how their customers' approach affected their entrepreneurial journey. I will ask them to share with us their advice for the customer approach that will help you, our listeners, to achieve a significant business success. The advice they probably didn't have while they started their entrepreneurial road. We will publish a new podcast every week on Monday morning, and I'm looking forward to meeting you there. In the meantime, I would like to ask you to share your thoughts about this podcast with us. What do you think of the subject, of the interviews? Are there any specific issues you would like to hear about? And more. We would really love to hear your comments. Remember, it all goes down to this. You either reach or miss. Until the next podcast, keep reaching your goals and vision. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Reach or Miss Show, the podcast for the customer-focused entrepreneur. You can find all the information, links, and resources that was mentioned at the show in our website, reachormiss.com. See you next week.